Hey there! Before we begin with the war, we must also state what happened before, because, as you should know, the USA did not enter the war until 1941. You should know that is, if you pay attention in class. Roosevelt was not for the isolationist policy that the US had, meaning that they wanted to stay to themselves because of the Depression. He instead wanted to fight. Even though he could not convince Congress on this matter, he still did what he could to aid the Allies, mainly Britain and France, by selling them guns and other arms. Once France was taken over by Germany, Roosevelt more heavily supported Britain, who was left to fight Germany alone. He passed the Lend-Lease Act in order to aid the British forces. Then, on December 8, 1941, Roosevelt decided to enter the war after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. He knew that he would have more support from the American people now that they knew they were being targeted. During the fighting, he remained friendly with Joseph Stalin, a main political figure in the Soviet Union. He also decided to remain very friendly with Britain, even going over to visit Europe, becoming the first president to leave America in the midst of a war. He had strong leadership qualities and an essence about him that gave hope to the Americans through the troubles of the war. He inspired the people and was a large factor in how the Americans fought, with pride. Unfortunately, shortly after being elected into office for the fourth time, Roosevelt became very sick and died. He was only 4 months away from witnessing the defeat of Japan. However, his strong leadership abilities and resilient attitude was a factor in the defeat. Roosevelt is still a name that you should have heard of today, and the impacts that he had on the American people are still easily seen. Just remember, in the words of our great president, we have nothing to fear but fear itself.